Hello, and welcome back. It is once again time for Final Fantasy XIV. Last we left off, the Queen was showing us around, was it the outskirts? Yeah, I think it was the outskirts. Yeah, and then the EPA's Halo farming area. Showing us around, introducing us to people. I still don't exactly trust her. And, she also invited us into the, main tower building. The Everkeep. And she also told, what's his name? She told Bunny Boy that, cause he was looking for his mom. She's all like, why don't you try going over to this place, the Thunder Yards? Bye! And it's like, what's that all about? We do decide to go to the Thunder Yards, and, we find out that his mom is, at least she says that she's, off at some hidden location, and she's controlling this little, robot, this floating orb robot guy from afar. And that's how, and so she was talking to us as that little floating robot, very animated. She was. And, then we joined the Resistance. The Resistance against King Zeralja. So that's where we're... What are you doing, OBS? There you go. So that's what we're doing. We're headed to the Everkeep. Also, I once again did not have a whole lot of time this past week to spend on leveling jobs, but I did get Warrior to 55, and Ninja's chugging away towards 79. Chugging away. That's all I've done so far. Hello, Kafkiwa. Cutscene. Aaronville, that's his name. Aaronville.
Ah, there you are! If Queen Sphene has registered you as guest, you should be able to march right in. And if she hasn't, then you may have a swarm of Zeralja's minions to deal with. Nothing for it but to see if Sphene has betrayed us, eh? Thank you for your diligent service, friends. My companions and I would like to pass, if you'd be so kind.
Outrunner Guides Unit identified. Registration number verified. 6 accompanying civilians identified. Verifying credentials. Credentials verified. Welcome guests of Queen's Fiend.
What a relief. There you have it. It seems the Queen was true to her word. Follow me, everyone. Solution 9 awaits.
Oh yeah, also, we learned a couple of other things. First off, this area inside the sphere, what used to be Erenville's hometown, it's gone through a bit of a time jostle compared to the rest of the world. The people inside the sphere experienced 30 years, while outside we experienced like a day, maybe a week. Things...
Everkeep.
Oh.
A tower of electrope piercing a perpetual shroud of storm clouds. Occupying the 9th level of this 12-tiered structure is a residential district called Solution 9. In so naming their home, what hopes did its founders harbor for it? And did it prove the answer they sought?
Solution 9. Shaktaral. Oh. Yeah, this would be pretty... this would be a lot to take in for people who've been living in, like...
Spectacular, isn't it?
Huts and things.
There are more districts throughout the tower, including industrial ones, but Solution 9 is the largest.
Just being here makes my head spin.
Perfectly natural reaction. A city of shimmering electrope, replete with strange technologies that cater to every conceivable need. We never dreamed of the life back home in Tuliolo.
Yeah.
Now, while I go and explain the situation to those in the back room, why not take a moment to explore? I believe lived experiences are far more educational than dry explanations. And you want to know more about Sphene and Zoologist Dominion, do you not?
You had me at explore. We do need to better understand who and what we're dealing with here.
It's no less than our duty.
Just to confirm, while we have been allowed inside, are we also permitted to roam?
Absolutely. As Sphene's registered guest, you'll find you're exempt from the Sentry scrutiny. Ah, the elevator to the uppermost level. I wouldn't go near that. But other areas should be fine provided you act like you belong.
All right then, we'll show ourselves around.
Yes. Familiarizing ourselves with the technology here will help us prepare for the battles to come.
Dude, look at the texture on Graha's right shoulder there. Looks so good.
Try not to enjoy yourselves too much, or you're liable to attract attention.
Once you've explored to your satisfaction, come to the entrance to True View in the eastern sector.
Also, I can see on my stream preview, very purple. Very blue, very purple.
The way from there is a little complicated, so I'll send someone to guide you.
Understood. We'll see you later. I shall speak with the residents. Perhaps one of them will recognize the earring.
Perhaps.
What's with this place? How can this all be the inside of a tower?
So, what aren't you telling me? Where are you?
That I can't reveal yet. Precautions, you understand. Just know that I'm safe. But come, tell me about your adventurer friend. You seem to have a great deal of faith in her. You must have been through a lot together.
Not a whole lot together, but...
You might say that. For instance, we found the entrance to the Golden City.
Wait, what? You did? Kalanasphere, why didn't you mention this sooner?
You want to explore together?
Sure.
It's not that I'm scared or anything. Everything is just so different from home, is all.
Yeah. You want someone to walk with you. But, yeah. So, as I was saying before, the cutscene. Yeah, things inside the sphere, 30 years older than we would expect things to be. But now, it seems like things have, like, settled down time-wise. They seem to be synced now. At least as far as we're able to contact Y'shtola outside with link pearls, and things seem to be, you know, same time-wise. So, at least that's, you know, leveled out. Still, though, the 30-year difference, that did affect people, including Wuklamot's old nursemaid, who has sadly passed away due to old age. I mean, she was pretty old to begin with, and then another 30 years, you know, she was probably about 90, 100 so years old by the end. Sadly, she's passed away. And then, also because of that, we found out about, a little gift of the new regime here. So the people have these little devices on their head, right? A little device there. And, that has a few functions. One of which is if you should die prematurely, usually due to some accident, you know, getting crushed or accidentally stabbed or whatever, or if you happen to be a hunter out there hunting giant beasts and you get killed by one of the beasts, you get revived using a soul cell. And those soul cells are divvied out akin to currency. As compensation for whatever job you're doing. Obviously, the more dangerous the job, the more soul cells you are gifted, in order to make sure that your important duty is done and you won't have to worry about dying permanently. You can also, well, first, soul cells. We find out that those are gathered from people that pass away. Normally, when somebody dies here on the planet of Hydaelyn. Or the star of Hydaelyn. When you die, your soul and whatnot goes into the life stream and mixes and splinters, and when new life is born, it pulls from the life stream. So the souls go into the life stream, souls come out of the life stream. You know, people are born, souls come out of the life stream to the people that are born. People die, their souls go back into the life stream, and it's this cycle of life. Here though, they grab that soul real quick using the same devices, I believe. Grab that soul, remove all the memories and stuff from it, so it's just a soul cell. And then that then gets divvied out to people with these devices, and then they've got extra lives, essentially. Does not help with old age. If you get really old, your body will cease to be able to function and you die, and that's it. And then your soul gets taken, turned into a soul cell. Your memories, talking about those memories, all of that gets stripped away and stored in the cloud. So all of your memories and everything are still stored somewhere. They'll never be, or they won't be lost forever. However, as a kindness, everybody forgets that you ever existed, so that nobody has to suffer the pain of loss and, you know, grief and all that. So you'll just never remember that that person ever existed. But don't worry, they're in the cloud. Their memories and everything is all in the cloud now, so they'll be there forever. Yeah. I don't like this system. And it presents a similar problem that I can see to the 13th, the Void. As far as I know, from what I've been told of this Final Fantasy universe here, Final Fantasy XIV universe, there is a limited supply of souls. Originally, back with the Ascians, when they were the only peoples, they just kinda lived forever, unless they decided, alright, I'm good, I've done everything that I could have ever wanted to do, I'm good to return to the planet, and then they just pass on and their essence goes into the planet, probably life stream kind of thing again. But ever since the sundering and the splitting of the star into 13 reflections and the source, and then, you know, souls have been, there's a bunch of Ascians that died during that, and so their souls have splintered and created all of the peoples that now exist, which are all like just splinters of those original Ascians, because the Ascian souls were very powerful and full of magic and ether, and now they've kind of splintered into much less powerful souls. But in any case, there's a finite amount of souls, right? Cycle of life, birth and rebirth, or birth, death, rebirth. So if you're then taking those souls before they reach the life stream and using them as currency, as a resource to then be used up to revive people, how are more people ever going to be born with a soul? Because you're creating this separate loop in here where you're capturing the souls and using them, and I assume expending them whenever somebody dies and then gets another soul cell and revives. Unless when they die, their soul goes to the life stream and the new soul gets injected in that soul cell. Maybe then that could work out. I guess there's that kind of loophole that the Void doesn't really have so much. Because the thing with the Void was that, like, you got these people who there is no life stream. The life stream doesn't exist. You die, and sometime later, you revive. Because there is no life stream to return to, and nobody's being born. And so you just die and revive. And unless somebody eats your ether, and then kind of takes your essence into themselves, and your essences kind of get all mixed up, and you start to become an amalgam of a bunch of different people. But the only way to survive is to eat other people. But now there's a finite number of people. Again, finite amount. No new people are being born, as far as I could tell. I'm not sure how a new Void person would be born. And then you're eating other people in order to keep on living, because you do need ether to sustain yourself, and the only way to really get it is to consume it from other people. And so you've got this kind of cannibalistic society of how does that continue to exist when everybody's eating other people and no new people are being born? Your population count is just going to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. It's only going down. Your population is only going down, not stonks. And so a similar thing here, I assume, like how, I don't know. I feel like the population count can only either, well, it can only go down really. Because it can't stagnate forever. People will die of old age. But anyways, that rant. We're done with that rant for now. Towers inside a tower. I see it, but I still can't believe it. For now, I say we proceed straight ahead. If we feel like we're getting lost, we can always turn around and go back the way we came. Sure, Wuklamat. I think I'm gonna circle around this way so I can grab these Ethernet shards. Then we'll meet up with Wuklamat. It's entirely possible that she's gonna have us work counterclockwise, and then I'll hit those spots anyway, but I just want to be thorough. But also about this tower, from what we've been told from the Queen, their star, their reflection, was hit with some kind of disaster, and as far as I know, the people that were in this area, this dome, are the only people that are left on that star. And now they've somehow been transported here to the source. The dome's still up, and the really weird thing is that really just the people, this tower, some other like walls and structures, and that dome that got transported over, not the actual ground that it was like on. No other structures, just the mechanical structures, the man-made structures, as it were. None of the natural stuff transported over with it, which is odd. Hopefully this tower portaling over didn't land on anything that existed here at the source, You know, hopefully it landed in empty spaces. But even so. Crazy stuff. But yeah, so I would think this tower is constructed as it is, you know, where it's this big giant tower, and then inside the tower is the actual city and all that stuff. The city, the factories and everything. And I assume that is constructed in that way because of whatever disaster struck this reflection. In order to protect the people inside the tower, so they could live inside the tower, protected from whatever happened outside. Also, Queen Sphene, she seems rather cagey about fully committing to helping us take down Zoraal Ja. Because, like, when asked, so, are you on our side? Will you help us? She's like, I just want to do what's best for my people. I will do anything and everything to keep them safe. And it's like, yeah. I mean, it's pretty obvious that Zoraal Ja doesn't seem great for your people. Also, he's kind of a terrible person, and he's gone cuckoo crazy. But, yeah, it sounds like you are keeping yourself open to the possibility of going against us for the sake of your people. We also got a cutscene of her talking with Zoraal Ja towards the end of last stream. And, it seems like she accepted help from Zoraal Ja specifically because she's got some sort of problem. A problem that he proposed a solution to. A solution that's probably, you know, terrible for us. But, and terrible for our star. But anyways. So, she's working with him because there is some sort of problem. Probably a threat to her people. And she was like, hey, you know, maybe we could do things differently. Maybe we could, like, you know, become friends with Tuliyollal? And he's all like, no, that's not an option. And also, if you do anything even remotely against me, bad things will happen. So yeah, she's under threat from him, but also I feel like there is some other big threat against her people that if we don't have a solution to, then she's going to have to side with Zoraal Ja because he's got some sort of solution to whatever issue.
A crossroads already? This place is too much. I have no idea where I should go. Right, I've made up my mind. Let's head to that building there.
I knew it. Counterclockwise. Hey, don't worry, Wukulnut. This is like a circle right here. We can just go around this circle. Because... is there even actually... oh, there seems to be like some teleporter nonsense to take us to the other two sections. The government sector. Cutscene.
Ah! Bonsoir! La Mati!
Hello, Sphene.
Sphene!
I was worried you might have had trouble at the checkpoint, but I see everything went according to plan.
Well, that's thanks to you.
Yeah.
Now, I know you've scarcely arrived, but I have a request to make of you.
Oh, a request, you say?
Yes, an important one.
Then, what? Are you gonna make the request, or where are we going? What? I have an important request to make of you. Turns around and starts walking away.
I'll say it plain. I want you to make peace with Zoralja.
What? I thought you said you weren't on his side.
We have come no closer to seeing eye to eye, nor do I condone his methods. Be that as it may, I don't want you to fight him. I don't want you to regret a decision made in anger and haste. Unequipped with regulators as you are, the risk is too great.
I appreciate your concern, but you ask the impossible. Zoralja murdered our father. His minions slaughtered our countrymen. He will never renounce his war. As vow of resolve, it falls to me to stop him. I know you love your people too, and so you must understand how I feel. Why I cannot, will not back down.
I do understand. All too well. Let me say only this then. Zoralja will use any means to win. If you would protect your people, return to them at once and prepare. Prepare as best you can. It may ring hollow coming from the queen of an enemy nation. But, unlike me, you still have the power to determine your own fate.
You really are a curious one.
Mm-hmm.
Look, you needn't worry for us. We have dependable comrades holding the fort in Tulihyolal.
Yeah, they're already preparing.
They'll keep everyone safe, so we can devote our attention to affairs here.
Please.
Oh yeah, also we found out that apparently Sphene here, she doesn't wear one of those little devices. Instead, she's got she's got that same function built into her crown. So the crown she wears functions as that kind of soul cell device thing. I won't yield on this either. I've been to the edge of the universe. I fought despair
Do you
itself.
have comrades on whom you can rely?
Yeah, like here, we've got two monarchs as well, and the other one is currently building up or shoring up defenses and readying the people. Along with our other allies, of course.
I envy you.
You know, we'd like to learn more about you.
About me?
To be frank, we're still not sure whether or not you're trustworthy. So, if you have a moment, would you show us around the district? That way, we can get to know you better.
You're asking me, the Queen, to show you around?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I jest. I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. Very well. I shall be your guide. You're my guests, after all, and teaching you about my realm would be a pleasure in and of itself.
Uh-huh.
If you like, I can introduce you to my citizens, too. I consider them family, as you do yours.
By all means, we're in your capable hands.
That you are. This will be an enjoyable and enlightening tour, I promise.
Quest complete. Sphene.
The Queen's Tour. Sphene stands ready to take you on a tour of Solution 9.
Let's begin then, shall we? I must say, I'm really grateful. This place is so vast and confusing, I didn't even know where to begin. While the district may seem daunting in size and structure, all the key facilities are situated near Leynodes, what you call Aetherytes. Remember this, and you won't lose your way. Now then, seeing as it is right here, I will show you the Nexus Arcade first. Please follow me.
Ah, a British version of the word arcade. What we in America would call a mall.
This complex is home to all manner of shops, from food and daily necessities to technological conveniences. You can find most everything here. Everkeep's interior is vast, as you've observed. This arcade makes it possible for people to acquire what they need in one centralized location. Amazing! How do you get to the upper levels? I don't see stairs.
Teleport pads.
Do you see the glowing pattern over yonder? That is an automatic conveyor. Such contraptions are found throughout Everkeep, allowing us to swiftly move between faraway places. That will spare us some walking. Are they also made from that strange metal? What's it? Yes, the conveyors are powered by Electrope. As a matter of fact, the ore is integrated into just about everything in Everkeep, even the floors and walls. By etching arcane circuits upon it, Electrope can be used to convert lightning energy to those of other elements. In so doing, we can achieve various effects. For instance, a conversion to wind produces flotation, which is required for the propulsion of our flying vehicles. A conversion to fire, meanwhile, produces light and heat, and it is employed in devices such as street lamps and heaters. There are even self-heating cups that keep your drink warm. Can you make a drink cold if you convert to ice instead? You certainly can. Our vending machines do just that. What's more, multiple energies can also be combined to produce some clever effects. For instance, by manipulating the air with wind while projecting light with lightning, it is possible to alter one's appearance. It's almost scary what you can do with Electrope. If such a wondrous material existed in our world, I imagine everyone would be fighting over it.
Would be fighting over it, huh? Sounds like something that might have happened on her reflection. Uh-huh. Not gonna talk about that?
This shop over here, what does it sell? Ah, yes. Let's go and take a look. I dare say you will find it interesting.
Yeah? More interesting than the tale of your source? Or, not source, your reflection? Your star? Collectible appraiser.
I'm terribly sorry, but we are unable to accommodate new suppliers at present. This is an interim measure to improve the experience of those artisans already on our roster.
Scripts, splendors.
Welcome to the Rodina Consortium. Unfortunately, we aren't seeking new trading partners at present. You'll have to return at a later date.
Ganister.
This shop sells food. Those are the items on the counter. That's food? I can't imagine what they taste like. I thought you might be surprised. Your countrymen were too in the beginning. Come, you must sample something. Choose one and I will purchase it. Welcome, friends. How lucky you are for Her Majesty to treat you. The 5 items on display are our most popular. I recommend one of them if this is your first time.
Oh boy, so appetizing. Select an item that interests you. Slab of pink hexagons, liquid-filled pouch, long rectangular bar, hexagon-patterned bag, black and yellow tin. So this seems like some sort of like slushy, goopy, like maybe like an applesauce type thing. That's maybe like a candy bar or like a like granola bar type thing. Chips, I would think. Some kind of canned good. I don't even know, man. Little pink hexagons. I don't know, let's go for black and yellow tin. This here is cultivated steak. It's not quite the same as the real thing they produce in the outskirts, but it's a sight more affordable. This particular product is known as Gold Label, and it's a delicious hybrid of beef and chicken grown at the plant on the 4th level. Beef and chicken, what? Okay, well, since you're gonna give me an explanation of each, then let's go down the line. The synthetic fruit pellets, they're our best approximation of the taste and texture of grape. I've never tried the real fruits, so I can't say how faithful they are, but there's no denying their popularity. Ah, the revivifying tonic! I take it you're thirsty. The flavor is a sublime blend of sweet and salty, and it stays fresh for over 10 years, thanks to the special container. Uh-huh. Keen on the perfect meal bar, are you? It's all the nutrients your body needs packed into a single foodstuff. The flavor is formulated to never taste dull, and one bar will satisfy you for a whole day. Many folks prefer this to taking multiple meals. How does it satisfy you for a whole day? Ah yes, the salad paste. This is designed for those who are concerned about their figure. With its blend of 9 varieties of vegetables,
It'll help your efforts to slim down. Fashion models swear by it, and youths can't get enough of the stuff either.
I'm gonna go for the grape, approximated grape hexagons, I guess. See how close they got to the actual taste of grape.
While they're all very tempting, I'm going to have the steak. I'm absolutely starving. Thank you for your custom. This being Her Majesty's treat, it's bound to taste all the better. Say, would you mind sampling your selections here and now? It's been a long time since we had newcomers, and I'd love to see your reactions. Woo, yeah, newcomers, eat it! Eat the stuff, woo, yeah! This is a great chance to learn about Alexandrian culture, Junasia. Let's dig in. Okay.
We're just gonna pan off and not show the actual eating animations, I guess.
Alright, here I go.
Following Wuklamat's lead, you sample your selection.
Amazing! I've never had any meat like this before. It's tender like chicken, but flavorsome like Ronique. And the spices give it just the right amount of kick. I could eat this every day. Don't mind them. They're just happy to see your honest reaction. And how about you?
It's interesting. It's pretty good. It's always such a pleasure. My thanks for humoring me.
This does take me back. Though it was chaotic when the people of Tuliolal first arrived, we endeavored to learn about one another and embraced our differences. Ah, right. What about you, Sveen? Aren't you having something to eat too? I appreciate the thought, but I'm fine for now, thank you. Alright, but what's your favorite food, if you don't mind me asking? My favorite food? Why do you wish to know this? Because I want to get to know you better. Why else? The more you know someone, the more you grow fond of them. That's what my old man believed, and my experiences have led me to believe the same. My favorite food. Is it such a difficult question? I'm sorry, it's just... when I think of those who labor to bring us the food, I find I can't settle on one thing. I thought I was indecisive, but you're something else. Indecisive? Perhaps I am, but you didn't need to laugh about it. What? Little baby Mamook? Wait. Who was that? Why did the camera pan out to them? I don't know about you, but I'm satisfied. Let's keep moving. Very well. Next, I was thinking of showing you the residential sector, but it's in part so I can tend to personal matters. It's a visitation, to be precise, and I believe it will be educational for you as well. Would the two of you mind accompanying me? Not at all. Wonderful. Let me know when you have seen enough here, and we'll make our way. Ready? Then let's head to the residential sector. It lies to the southwest. As we walk, I would be glad to tell you about any places of interest that we come upon.
Accompaniment. Once again. What a beauty. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Sights of the West and Beyond, that sounds like it might be an ether current quest. But usually there's, when somebody offers to talk about things as we go, they actually have little talking point locations.
This is Mosaic, a cafe. Here you can buy drinks to enjoy while you relax. I see. In Tuliyollal, there's a similar establishment called Shpali of Tai. That's seashell in the local tongue. Is there a story behind the name Mosaic? There is. In our continent, the races are named for stones. There's the Hewn, who resembles some Tonawata, the tall and graceful Eldite, and the diminutive and affable Melala. When they all gather here, they appear as a mosaic of colors. Thus did the founder choose to name the cafe. Heh, that's nice. If they serve tacos here, it'd be perfect. Tacos? A traditional Tirali dish, and one of my favorite foods. You must try it one day. Oh, yes, definitely. We'll make it happen once we've restored peace to Tuliyollal, right? Let's continue on.
Why do I get the feeling that Sphene doesn't eat? She's all like, favorite food? I just can't choose. Tacos? Yeah, one day I'll have to try one of those, yeah. Are you a robot, Sphene? Are you an android?
And here we are. These buildings are where our citizens live. They're massive. Each one is bigger than the palace. They have to be. For just about all Alexandrians have apartments here. Lest you wonder, I'm here to visit some people. Their apartment is in the building on the left, here at Residential Radius 914. Residential Radius? That's right. Come, the door opens automatically.
Residential Radius. Oh, what's this? It's a little pond there.
This is the lobby, a common area for residents. I see. And what does that machine there do? Oh, the concierge. They look after the residents. If you require assistance or have questions, they would be glad to assist. Is that so? I've no shortage of questions, but I'll direct them at you for now. By all means, you may consider me your personal concierge. Hey, Sphene. Can anyone live in this place? Naturally. In fact, many of our countrymen make their homes here. No matter your origin or race, occupation or regulator usage, all Alexandrian citizens are eligible for an apartment. This includes those you met who work in the outskirts. You've taken care of everyone for 30 years. I'm very grateful. This is the place. A mother and son live here.
Mm-hmm. A mother and her possibly ailing son? Huge apartments. My goodness.
Hello, Isadora. Your Majesty, you came. I have friends with me today. Is that all right? Of course. Friends of the Queen are friends of ours. Please, make yourselves at home.
Though I personally wouldn't prefer a metal floor. I prefer some wooden floors all over the apartment, but...
How has Milos been? There's been no change, but the symptoms are thankfully mild today. Hello, Milos. Have you missed me? My son was born with Levin sickness, a severe etheric imbalance towards lightning. As a result, he suffers from paralysis. He cannot walk and struggles to speak. For a blessing, he still has his hearing, and even on bad days, he can communicate with his eyes. I see. Sphene visits often, does she? She does. Milos simply adores her. He sometimes even manages a smile when she's here. What of yourself, Isadora? How are you holding up? You needn't worry about me, Your Majesty. You always make time for us, and we have everything we need. I'm glad to hear that, but you mustn't strain yourself, understood? There is nothing you can do for him? Perhaps a treatment with souls, or... Unfortunately, no. While souls can revive those who have met with an accident, they cannot reverse the effects of old age and illness. Truth be told, many children are born like Milos. The illness has existed for generations, but we've been unable to find a cure. The cause is quite clear, though. The excess lightning in the environment. It's no coincidence the number of cases has risen dramatically these past 30 years. It's all my fault. What was that? I'm sorry, Isadora, but I must be going. I promise to make it a proper visit next time, with treats to share. There's no need to apologize, Your Majesty. If it weren't for you, Milos and I wouldn't still be here.
You know, some fresh country air might be good for Milos.
Thank you, Queen Sphene. It's my pleasure, Milos. I'll be back soon, so be a good boy for your mother and for me. My thanks for accompanying me on the visit. The illness is a part of life in Alexandria, and I thought that you should know about it. We'll find a cure one day, mark my words. We'll make it so unfortunate children like me they'll smile again.
I mean, I feel like if you just like take them out of the dome, out to the fresh air of the countryside, that might help. Now, maybe take him to Ul'dah, is it? I think it's Ul'dah that is where Titan was summoned. So there's probably a lot of earth ether over there that should help to counter the lightning ether imbalance.
her people, her family. Having recomposed herself, Sphene is ready to continue the tour. A level 98 quest. Cool. Level 98 weapon. Item level 675. Well, let's continue the tour, shall we? Look, you obviously have duties to attend to, citizens to look after. We can stop here if you like. No. I do this because I want to, so please do not worry. Next, I'll show you one of the district's more vital facilities, a place called Resolution. To reach it, we'll need to go by way of Laynode 9, where the Aetheryte is situated. Okay. We're heading north there, yeah. Towards government sector. Look at that, Warrior of Light. He is wearing a full Warrior of Light outfit, and he's got the little Warrior of Light wind-up doll guy. That's neat. It's much like, I think I still got the glamour plate in here. I don't have the full outfit though, not yet. No, I think I moved it in order to make room for the warrior outfit. Yeah. What else? Okay. Yeah. This outfit that I don't think I can actually wear it yet, can I? Yeah, because that's level 80. Have not gotten monk to 80 yet, but eventually my monk could look like this. Which does look pretty cool, I think. Meanwhile, my dragoon is looking like this. Although, man, I really dislike how it just flips between open and closed. It doesn't actually move. Because the level 50 dragoon armor, it actually goes like shunk, shunk. It like actually moves. It doesn't just have two frames. Got a proper animation. I like that when a helmet has an actual opening animation of some kind. Or a light up effect. The conveyor head will transport you to the government sector, where Resolution is located. The markings on a conveyor indicate its direction, and there is a pair just like it on the other side. Is it safe? Extremely. There's no need to be afraid. Who said I was afraid? Come on, Genasia. Uh-huh. Wow! Well, didn't expect to be digitized during that. Of course, I also didn't expect it to actually like float me forward. I thought it would just like teleport. Ethernet shard. I'm getting close to all the Ethernet shards. I think, yeah, there's just those 3 left. And here we are, Resolution, the operational heart of Solution 9. From Resolution, we oversee the running of the district and provide essential services to citizens, such as welfare, support, and job introductions. It's quicker to show than tell, so let's proceed inside.
strange contraptions everywhere you look. What's that?
An infusion station. It dispenses souls in exchange for credits.
Uh-huh.
Through hard work, citizens can obtain the peace of mind provided by spare souls. It's the way of life for Alexandrians and has been for quite some time. But I imagine it must be difficult for outsiders to comprehend.
Oh no, I comprehend it. I just don't like it.
That's putting it lightly. To be honest, it sounds disturbing. Still, I won't dismiss it out of hand. Practices like these don't arise from nothing. There's a reason why your culture is the way it is, and I'd like to understand. Won't you tell us some of your realm's history?
Yeah. I'm keen to learn too. Why did you look at me?
Very well. Be warned, though, that it may take a while.
I didn't get a warning
In the distant
saying
past,
multiple cutscenes ahead.
over 1,000 years ago, it said, lightning energy began to swell in our world.
Now, usually, if it's gonna actually be a long thing, it'll say, warning, multiple cutscenes will play in sequence, and you'll have to sit through them all. Make sure to set aside enough time for this. I didn't get that warning, so it can't be that long of a tale.
According to ancient records that date back around 8 centuries, the rainy season spanned a quarter of the year, during which time severe thunderstorms ravaged the land. 4 centuries later, this season had lengthened to nearly half the year.
Of course, because the Ascians are trying to prep your star for a rejoining, a lightning rejoining.
The trend continued, with our ancestors spending longer and longer languishing beneath storm clouds. Crops failed and livestock starved. But amidst this growing desperation, a miraculous material was discovered that promised salvation. Electrope.
Because of all the lightning ether. Also, I've just... gears in my head have turned and realized that lightning sickness for Milos, feel like that's like the early stages or like a lesser version of the light sickness that has afflicted the first. You know, where people started becoming I can't remember what they called them. Sin Eaters, that's it, Sin Eaters. Right? When they got infused with too much light ether, became a Sin Eater. Infused with too much lightning ether, you might become something. But thankfully, the Ascians are dealt with, so her star won't become fully lightning ether-ified. But still sounds like
the stuff that's used everywhere here.
Sounds like her star was getting pretty close to a rejoining.
Indeed. One day, when out inspecting a forest after lightning had caused a fire, a villager came upon a curious black ore none had seen before. Testing revealed that the ore possessed a singular property. It could store lightning and convert it to other energies. In that instant, the scourge of endless storms became a blessing.
Yeah? If you can store lightning, convert it into other energies, and
use it in the way that you have, like, pretty big boon.
Dubbed Electrope, the ore found use in myriad inventions and dramatically improved people's lives. So much so, in fact, that all nations soon became dependent upon it, despite the difficulty of obtaining it in quantity. Supply was chronically scarce, and when nations couldn't meet their needs with their own deposits, some resorted to taking Electrope from others.
Of course.
Fighting was isolated and sporadic until Electrope came to be used in warfare.
Oh boy.
First in the weaponry of invaders, then in the countermeasures of defenders, and then in every aspect of combat where an advantage might be had. This served only to exacerbate the ore shortage, leading to further escalation. Before long, the entire world was engulfed in a terrible war known as the Storm Surge. As the war came to a head, Alexandria's neighbor Lindblum committed its stores of Electrope to the production of a weapon of mass destruction.
Oh boy.
They deployed it on the front lines and triggered a calamity of frightful magnitude. Not even their own scientists had anticipated the force of the lightning that was unleashed. The energy inundated the entire continent, laying it to waste.
Oof.
So that's how your world came to be this way.
Yeah, I'm put in mind of the flood of light, just like the flood of darkness. Sounds an awful lot like an umbral calamity. We'll talk about the flood of light because we actually are working on reversing
You
that.
truly know a great many things that I don't. I should like to learn about you too sometime.
Yeah? Pretty sure.
But to
We could-
continue the tale, the people of Alexandria had already lost much to the war. They lost almost everything else to the Levin.
So, all we have to do is figure out. Well, I think the door to the Golden City is a gateway to their star. And if so, we've got that. Then if we can find a way to get to... Oh. No, I don't think one exists, because I think we've already had an Earth-aspected calamity, which would indicate that the Ascians have already taken a star, filled it with a bunch of Earth-aspected ether, and joined it to the source. So that's not an option. But I'm sure we could find a way to rebalance your world's ether.
Those who survived bore deep scars, tormented by the memory of loved ones taken too soon. Though they yet lived, the cruel spectre of death was with them always.
Uh-huh. Feel like I see where this is going.
Seeking a solution, our scientists turned once more to Electrope, and after extensive research, they developed the means to preserve memory and soul. Physical death isn't the end. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. This belief sustained us then, and it sustains us now, granting us comfort.
That's quite a tale.
Your Majesty, help me! I beg you, help me!
What's the matter?
I've got no souls left. Not a single one! But the lot at Soul Supply refused to give me any! Please, you must do something!
Why do they refuse to give you any?
My apologies, Your Majesty. This man, he does no work. Instead, he drinks his days away on Trueview. He has only himself to blame if he has no credits for souls.
How are you out of souls, though? I thought the only way you expend one is by dying. If you spend your entire day drinking your life away... Did you die from alcohol poisoning? Sir? Sir.
That's not true. I'm a fighter at the Arcadian. Or rather, I was. I haven't been allowed to fight because of the King's decree. It isn't my choice.
I see. You're a brave warrior of the arena. I want to help you, I sincerely do. But I cannot give you preferential treatment.
Then open up the Arcadian again, so I can fight.
I'm sorry, but that's not my decision to make. The king requires feral souls for war. He doesn't wish for them to be expended on amusements.
You're useless! A queen in naught but name.
Insolent wretch! How dare you take that tone with Her Majesty?
It's quite all right. Such things don't bother me, nor do I think ill of this man.
Whoops.
Hear me. Though I cannot grant you a soul, I mean it when I say I want you to live. I love all of you equally, dearly. You are as family to me, and it pains me to see you deny yourself hope. I want you to find a happiness all your own, even if you must grow it from the smallest seed of joy. Out there, somewhere, is a reason for you to smile again. We all need to vent our frustrations from time to time. I will always be willing to lend an ear.
Yes, Mum. Of course.
Yeah, bet you feel pretty bad about yourself now.
Even without a spare soul, I suppose I'm fine as long as I stay in Solution 9.
Yeah.
I apologize for my rudeness. Good day to you.
Find a job that has like little to no risk of death. Work at it till you get some credits to get yourself a backup soul, and then you can take on a more risky job that will provide you with more pace so that you can afford more souls.
Keep your chin up, my friend. And when you feel better, I'm sure you'll find another way to apply your talents. I'm sorry you had to see that. Let's keep moving, shall we? Right, I believe we've visited all the main facilities. With that, I declare our tour concluded.
That man from before, does that sort of thing happen often?
Somewhat. It's unavoidable. Hardships are a fact of life. Our soul management system has sustained our realm for generations, but it isn't without flaws. For one, people have become accustomed to having spare souls. Without them, they feel vulnerable and anxious. Some claim it may also have contributed to a decline in births.
Huh. Well, I mean, I would wonder if it's contributing to a decline in births due to the fact that there's fewer souls in the life stream. but
Just thinking out loud, but would it be possible to do away with the system?
No.
I know it isn't easy to change one's beliefs and way of life. The Mamolja had their reasons for their reliance on blessed siblings, much as you have yours for souls. But if we defeated Zoralja, you'd be able to make all the decisions, right? Then we could work together to fix things, restore your realm to where it belongs, and see where we can go from there.
Listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you.
she's gonna get stopped up.
What is it?
Actually, never mind. It's nothing of import. Well, it was lovely showing you around.
Uh-huh.
Of course. Of course. Thanks so much for the tour. We've learned not only about your realm, but you as well. For now, our priority is Zoralja. But once we've dealt with him, perhaps I can return the favor and show you to Lihiolal.
I'd like that very much.
You're hiding something. Something that you can't speak openly about. Because of Zoralja.
It seems I've no choice but to continue down this path.
Do you have no choice?
Forgive me, Val Wuklamat, but I must disappoint you.
Mm-hmm.
What was Sphene wanting to tell us, I wonder? Well, it can wait for another time. We've been exploring for a while now, and should probably go to Kafkiwa's meeting point. That'll be back the way we came, I think.
Bum-ba-dum. Ba-da-ba-da-da-ba-ba-da.
Wuklamat. Sphene genuinely cares for her people. I can respect her for that. And thanks to her tour, I've come to better understand the lives of Alexandrians. They don't feel so strange and distant anymore.
Ba-da-da-da-da. 675. What's my weapon? 672. So it's not really that big of a difference. Why you do this? Like, I've got a level 97 weapon, and now you're giving me a level 98 weapon. And a level 98 chest piece.
So we're supposed to go to a place called True View in the eastern sector. This conveyor ought to take us there. You know, once you get used to it, they're actually kind of fun. Come on, Genasia.
It feels like they were trying to go for a vibe of you going and then appearing over here. But in order, you know, to work that in with their system, your character actually has to move, you know, in order to work it in smoothly. So the camera doesn't just jump over. The camera has to follow your character, it turns invisible, over to this spot. And so your character model actually kind of bounces over. But they wanted that effect of like kind of teleportation, digitizing.
Feels like they could have done it a little, like,
had the little digitizing animation, then bounce your character, and then undigitize. If that's what they were going for. Weird reflections on these floors. Oh, big cutscene.
this is the right place, you think? I don't see the others, though. Well, rather than sitting and waiting, we might as well explore a bit more. Huh? Genasia, look over there. A Mamucha child. What are they doing here?
What are they doing here? Why are they watching us from the shadows? Why are they so scared of us? I would have waved, like, hi, smile.
You noticed too, right? The resemblance to Zoraija?
Yeah, I was thinking he might be Zoralja's kid.
The blue scales of a Bunewa with the features of a Hubigo. This can't be a coincidence. At any rate, it wouldn't do to leave such a small child on their own. Come on, let's go after them.
Man, don't give Zoralja a child. Wait, what? Oh, I gotta get up there for the quest. Very green plants. Very green. They're like neon green, practically. Emmeline Ironheart.
That tome! That wouldn't happen to be a sightseeing log, would it? Minith! Now that's a name I haven't heard in a good long time. And dearest Elzeby. She's my twin sister, you see, and I haven't seen her for 30 long years. Not since I was trapped during my exploration of Yasilani. It brings me great joy to know she's well. Pardon me for asking, but might I see the notes she added to your log? She always did make such bold strokes of her lettering. Here. I've added my own notes. Some of the information may seem improbable at best, but I believe there is truth in every entry. Were I younger, I would set out in search of these fantastic sights myself. But alas, my body can no longer endure such travels. Though thanks to you, I feel lighter than I have in an age. If there is one thing I should wish, it is to see my sister again before I die. There's so much I would share with her. But you have better things to attend to than an old woman's musings. Take care, kind adventurer, and may your journey lead you to vistas both bright and unforgettable.
New Dawn Trail entries have been added to your sightseeing log. So it was not an Ether Current quest. Yeah, it is a gorgeous view. Giant GPU tower with fans.
So this is True View. I'm not sure what I'm looking at, but it does seem lively.
Gamer Tower.
That building's just about the only one that isn't lit up. Not open for business at the moment, I guess.
Oh, is that the Arcadian? Hi.
Ah! You spooked him. I didn't see you there. Listen, we don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. It's a bit odd, don't you think? They run off when we approach, only to suddenly reappear? Could it be they want to take us somewhere? Is that the way of it? You want us to follow you? So it is! Alright then, lead the way!
Alright.
Ching!
Bring. Once you choose to depart, Wugelmat will accompany you. The blue-scaled Hubigo child will then begin moving towards the destination. Make your way to the destination without falling behind. What? Not yet. Hang on. Gonna grab this Ethernet shard before we run off somewhere. Why are the lights on the stairs not lined up with each other? Why are they offset? Each one is offset from the one previous. So you got this step. And then it goes up one more. And then it goes up again. None of them are lined up with any of the others. Why? That bugs me so much. Why have you done this? Bring. Blue-scaled Hubigo child. Show me the way. True View. I just stopped there outside the door for some reason. Here we are. Why did you take us to a bar? Child? Is this where you wanted to bring us? A bar? With a dance floor? And a DJ booth? What is this place? If you're meant to relax here, it isn't working for me. Hey, what's your name? What do you mean, no? So you're still not inclined to talk? He'll only talk if he's completely comfortable with you. You know him? After a fashion. But never mind that. How about something to wet your whistle? Adorable as you are, it's on the house. I can recommend our special, Her Majesty. I'll prepare one without liquor for the boy, too. Thanks, but no thanks. We're supposed to meet a friend named Kafkiwa, but we ran into the child on the way and he led us here. Oh, so you're with Kafkiwa. Wait. In that case, go and have a chat with Big Tassos there. He'll show you to a fun place. What about him? I don't think he's in a mood to talk, so he can tend the bar with me. What do you mean tend the bar? He's a child! He's like 5 years old! This is taking a turn for the strange, but you don't think we're walking into a trap, do you? Nah. If this doesn't have suspicious written all over it. It's the secret base. You gotta be secretive. Talking code words and stuff. But why is... If this is Zeralcha's child, why is he a part of the resistance? Why doesn't he talk? Has he not learned how to talk yet? He is like a little baby boy. What is this fun place meant to be? Is Kafkiwa there? Well, I suppose there's only one way to find out. It's called the secret base. She can't just say it outright. Then it wouldn't be secret. Gives you teeth? Tassos stands stoically before the door. This area is normally off limits. Kafkiwa's told us about you. But Kafkiwa's told us about you. Just follow the corridor and head into the room at the end. Let's go, Gymnasia. Whatever happens, you won't catch me being surprised. Right.
Wonderful! They're here!
We've only just arrived ourselves.
Amazing.
Yeah?
I bid you welcome to the back room. Oblivion's humble headquarters.
A hideout tucked behind a drinking hole. Brings back memories, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Our members here are mainly creators and adapters. That is, scientists and engineers who specialize in electrobe. They use their skills to provide support to our field operatives.
I see.
Geralt, Shale, be so kind as to give our friends an overview of your duties.
Sir, is one of your duties never wearing a shirt?
Well, there's provisioning. Gotta have supplies to fight a good fight, ain't ya? Luckily, we got the tools to craft most of what we need.
Gathering intelligence is another vital aspect of our work. Everkeep's core system is a veritable treasure trove of information. You just need to know how to get in and find it.
Do you know something?
We also handle surveillance and communications, watching the enemy's movements and coordinating our own, that sort of thing.
And among all our activities, we spend a fair bit of effort investigating preservation. The organization credited with laying the foundations of electrope technology. From the soul management system to Everkeep's design, they're behind just about everything you see here. It'd be no exaggeration to say they made this realm what it is.
Uh-huh.
But their magnum opus was without a doubt the power which was used to join Alexandria to Tural. Interdimensional fusion.
Uh-huh.
Said power isn't unlike my summoning technique and the magic within Azam's crystal. Yet, though the effect is localized, to be able to fuse realities. Even with my knowledge, I struggle to conceive how it could be possible.
Must have something to do with electro.
Incidentally, the founders of our group, a husband and wife, were members of Preservation at one point.
The founders of Oblivion. Husband and wife. Do they happen to be, small? Short?
That they opposed the fusing of worlds, and so defected in order to prevent it.
While not entirely unexpected, given what we have seen, this is still quite the revelation.
So the people of Revelation, they decided, alright, or Preservation, sorry, the people of Preservation, they decided, okay, our star is screwed, we are not going to be able to save it. The only thing we can do is to jump all of us and put us on a different star. One that's still good and healthy. And so we'll fuse our star with their star, and then we'll all be fine. Yeah. And of course,
By, that's an interesting earring you have there. A novel way of carrying a data storage device.
data storage device, you say? Also, obviously, Kryle's parents were opposed to this. Rejoining.
Oh, you didn't know? Well, as a precautionary measure against machine infiltration, we scan everyone as they enter. And when we scanned you, we detected a small quantity of electrope. Though it's been dressed up, that earring is a storage device and no mistake. Bought it from a shop here, did you?
No, it isn't bought, but inherited.
You see, my parents gave it to me when they dropped me at the feet.
So these people sent you through the portal along with the earring?
Yep. As a little baby.
Do you know aught of them?
Listen, Kryle. The husband and wife who founded our order. It's believed that they were Malala, we have no evidence at present, we can't rule out the possibility that they were your parents, or perhaps close relations. This I posit because they were the very individuals who spearheaded the research into interdimensional fusion. As traitors to preservation, they were relentlessly pursued. If they had a child they feared they couldn't keep safe, entrusting her to the people of another world might have been their best option.
My parents, the founders of Oblivion.
And then your adopted grandfather, the founder of the Scholar, or what was it? Baldesion,
Tell me everything you know about them.
Baldesion.
No matter how small or seemingly insignificant. Anything and everything.
We don't even know their names, I'm afraid. In a bid to elude preservation's agents, we suspect they erased all trace of themselves. I'm sorry we couldn't be of more help. If you're interested, though, you're welcome to review our accumulated data.
Also, since that earring is a storage device, an information storage device, it might have some information on it. Might want to take a look at that?
Yes, please. As an individual and member of my order both, I wish to learn as much as possible.
Students of Baldesion, that's what they are called. The students of Baldesion.
I should also like to peruse the data. Where the joining of realities is concerned, I may well be of service.
Of course. Feel free to peruse to your heart's content.
Thank you.
If you like, I can examine your earring. I have to say, the prospect that it belonged to our founders has me itching to take a look.
Big smile.
I dare say we have enough eyes to pore over your records. Is there any other way we might be productive?
Not right now. We're still waiting for Zoraljah to make the next move.
In that case, Alice, would you mind accompanying me?
Gladly.
Accompanying you where?
Ah! I've buggered it up again!
Never a moment's peace. Pay him no mind. I don't.
Oi! You two there! One of you give me a hand, would you? Don't matter who.
I just remembered I have matters to discuss with Shay.
Uh-huh. I guess it's me. Who's gotta go and help this shirtless man?
Sorry you had to see me passion spilling over. Happens when you put your heart and soul into your craft, you know? And not to be weird or nothing, but I felt a sense of kinship when I saw ye. As if we've met in another life. Any road, as I was saying, I need someone to lend me a hand. I haven't slept for 2 nights now, not a single wink, and I'm ripe to collapse. I can't afford to, though. Got folks relying on me, see? But if I'm to keep at it, I need you to fetch me my favorite energy tonic.
Energy tonic. Your favorite, so is there like multiple flavors or something?
That voucher's good for 2 cans. One for yourself, by way of welcome. Can't get the stuff at any old vending machine, though. You need to talk to a bloke named Philoman. You'll find him tending a bar out on the main strip. Off you go now.
Right. Well then. Let's go get those other Ethernet shards while we're out. Complete the set.
Philoman. Hang on, Philoman. What? Where's the cashier? What if I want to buy some fancy techno clothes? What if I want a neon cactuar? Huh? Or one of these face masks? Or those boots? Come on. Well, I mean, if there's no one here manning the shop, I'm sure they wouldn't mind if I just take all of this. Welcome. What are you having? Well, I got apparently 2 tonics. Energy tonics you can't get from vending machines? How dare you suggest that I sell such dangerous stuff? Away with you! Away with you, and don't come back! Got a voucher? Slip it to me then. Nice and so. Ah, so you're collecting for Gnault. A can for him and a can for you, eh? How dare you suggest that I sell illegal goods here? Just pass me the slip and I'll hand you the can. How dare you? Away with you! Here you go. Yours is formulated for beginners. Gentler than the full strength stuff. It's not contraband or anything, so you won't run afoul of the authorities, but if the Rodina Consortium was made aware of my special selection, it'd be bad for business. Now, seeing as it's your first time, I want you to drink your tonic here, just in case there are side effects. Okay. Bottoms up now. Need to make sure it doesn't affect you in any unintended ways. You drank the tonic in a single pull. Now that's how you do it. Your pulse ought to quicken soon, after which you'll start to see everything more clearly. And then, finally, you'll feel a roaring surge of energy. People say it's like growing a pair of rainbow wings. Well, you haven't up and carked it, so hurry along and give Gnault his tonic. He tends to leave it to the last moment, and I expect he's about to keel over. Kaioken! Times 10! Oh, it's gone. Hey, can I have another one of those tonics? I certainly wasn't expecting that. My goodness. Yeah, now I want more of those. This seems like a neat effect. You've got the tonic. Give it here, quick. Full strength energy tonic. There he goes. Ah, that's the stuff. Ain't nothing like it to blow the cobwebs right off with a great big kaboom. Awakens something feral in me, it does. Transforms me into a remorseless beast. What won't stop till it's done what it was born to do. Any road. Sorry for sending you off on an errand like that. I just can't concentrate without me tonic, you know? And the pile of work only ever gets bigger. Speaking of which, I better get back to it. Those weapons and tools ain't gonna enhance themselves. Uh-huh.
I've been meaning to ask about that Mamulja child. Could he be...
Yes. In all likelihood, he's Zoralja's son.
So you think so too?
So what's he doing out on the streets?
But what is he doing here?
Yeah, that too.
He was abandoned, the poor dear. We found him in the Drift Downs a few years ago.
What?
To think he'd cast aside his child.
Yeah, like, what the crap,
We can't say for certain who he was born to, or why he was on his own. But he's a blue-scaled Hubigo, and Zoralja is the only other one around. That being the case, everyone assumes they're father and son. Even the boy has put 2 and 2 together.
Wow, and he's 5.
This all happened when he was very little, so he has no recollection of his parents. It breaks my heart to think of it.
What's his name?
Galulja.
Ain't no way.
It was my hope that he'd grow up to be a man of principle, like his grandfather.
Oh, so you gave him that name. Okay. I mean, I guess since he was so young, he might not have even known his own name. If he was even given one when he was abandoned.
It's
That's
a fine name.
I was gonna say, if Zoralja named his son Galulja and abandoned him to the streets, and it's just like, bro. But no, since you named him, alright, that's fine.
I should mention that the boy is a little unusual.
Uh-huh.
At first, I intended to raise him as my own. But just when I thought he was warming to me, he suddenly disappeared. We searched high and low for several days. And where should he turn up? But in the wilds near Everkeep.
What? It's a miracle he didn't fall prey to fiends.
See? That's another unusual thing. Creatures don't seem to attack him. He could pick his way through the Thunder Yards as if he were on a stroll. On making inquiries, we learned that he had been living alone and receiving food from the people of the outskirts. This became something of a pattern. We track him down and bring him back, only for him to disappear again within a matter of days. He would return to the wilds without fail, and once again rely on the kindness of strangers to survive. Finally, I took the hint and left him be, giving him the solitude he prefers, and lending a hand only when he explicitly asks.
If Galulja is Zoralja's child, that makes him my nephew. Assuming he's willing, I'd be glad to take him in like Papa did for me.
Yeah?
But seeing as I'm here to kill his father, I don't know if it would be right.
Who was that?
That was Galulja.
Oh dear. It's Galulja.
Uh-huh.
Don't tell me he heard everything.
Ah, this is my fault. I asked that he be kept away, but I should have taken more precautions.
I'm going after him. I need to explain.
Wait, Lamachi. I understand your haste, but it'd be best to coordinate a search. Kapkiwa, do you have any idea where he might go?
There's no telling, I'm afraid. He could as easily be outside the tower as here in Solution 9.
If those who can fight would search below, my mother and I will scour the district.
Sounds like a plan. Let's get to it.
Yeah, this does make for some complicated relations. Hey kid, the person we're pretty sure is your father, and you seem to be convinced is your father, is the person we're here to kill because he killed Lamachi's father who is also your grandfather, if Zeralja is in fact your father. And hey, wanna come live with your Aunt Wilcomot, who's going to kill your father?
If Galulja is outside the tower, we need to find him as quickly as possible. Even if he's used to getting around on his own, the wilds are still no place for a child. Agreed. While Kyle and Raha continue reviewing the data, the three of us should devote ourselves to the search. Alright, let's head to the base of the tower and take it from there.
Also, I realized I forgot in my super-powered stupor, I forgot to go and grab this last Ethernet shard. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Solution 9. Scanning Port 9 heritage found is now accessible as an Ethernet destination. Philemon, you've come to the right place. Oh, no, but
Could I get another one of those super drinks? No, not the wholesome beverages. This, you know, your secret menu. Your secret menu. If I could just get like one more.
Yeah, that is exactly where we're headed. Let's go to this Ethernet shard and we'll take it straight there. Dude, we're getting so close to max level.
Well, here we are outside, but where do we even begin? Perhaps someone has caught sight of Galulja. Let's make inquiries nearby. Good idea. Could you handle the outskirts, Alize? In the meantime, Junasi and I will head beyond that big wall.
Good.
Beyond that big wall? I'm allowed to go beyond it?
Come along, Torgal. I didn't know I was allowed to go beyond the wall. Thought I'd be stopped. Didn't even know there was just a passage straight through. Galulja doesn't appear to be in the area. However, you catch sight of a group of people in short distance to the southwest.
You spotted those people too, yes? Perhaps they've seen something. Come on!
Indeed. Ooh, we're so close. Gotta go after it real quick. Where is it though? It's not down there.
136 northwest? I should be able to see it from here. If it's only 126 yalms away. I love the sheen on these floors here. Gorgeous. Yeah. Gorgeous reflections. There it is. That's just west. That was not southwest. That was west. It's like straight west. Well, okay, maybe it was kind of southwest. But like, come on. Way more west than south. A tuning. Nice. Now 362 to the southeast. That's a ways away. Hello, peoples. Have you seen a small child come through here? Looks like some sort of salvage yard. Well, let's ask after Gulool Ja. Gulool Ja isn't here. You know the boy? Have you seen him? Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you were... No offense taken. My name is Tapu. My eyes may be useless, but my ears are sharper for it. Okay. Have you seen him? I haven't seen anything for years. I can recognize people by their footfalls, including Gulool Ja. So he didn't come this way? Where in the world could he be? I do not know your voices. Who are you to Gulool Ja, and why do you search for him? I'm family. Though we're not related by blood, his father is my brother. I have only just met Gulool Ja, and we haven't had the chance to talk properly. But I'm about to do something that will make him hate me, and I wanted the chance to explain. His father is your brother? And that means you're... Yes. I'm Wuklemat, Vow of Resolve of Tuliolal. And I've journeyed here to bring my brother Zoraal Ja to account for murdering our people and our father. When all is said and done, Gulool Ja may want nothing to do with me. Nonetheless, I'll always consider him family. I'll always be there for him, and I want him to know that. It tears you apart to do what you must. The quiver in your voice tells a tale. Gulool Ja was headed south. There he has a place that is so close to a home as he knows. That is as close to a home as he knows. Find and bear your heart to him. Should he in turn bear his heart to you, accept and respect his wishes, as Queen Sphene respected ours when she granted us a place in her realm. I will. Don't worry. But, what do you mean when you say Sphene respected your wishes? Out of concern for our well-being, Her Majesty had urged us to reside inside Everkeep. When we declined, not only did she gracefully accept our decision, she granted us the necessary supplies to make our home here. And since then, she has paid us regular visits to see how we fare. That sounds like Sphene, all right. Well, thanks for telling me about Gulool Ja. I'll find him. and then we'll have a good talk. We continue south, it seems. Let's keep our eyes peeled as we make our way.
To the southeast, but also... Oh yeah, it looks like there's no bridge over to that structure. You'd have to fly to it, which I'm not allowed to do yet. Whoops. I meant to pull up the compass. Yeah, southeast. So it's probably way east. We can take a look. Gomphotherium. Wild name for an elephant. 54 straight east. Probably up on that cliff there. Yep. No. Gomphotherium, you need not assault me. I'm just passing through. Just need this ether current here. Nice. $600 southwest. Yeah, that's not happening for a little while. Besides, we've got time. Still need 3 more quest ether currents. Awesome. Look at that, like, orb of lightning over there. Lovely music around here. Oh, by the way, what's my equipment? 660, so it could maybe do with that upgrade to 675, I guess. But I feel like once we get to 100, we're gonna get like way better gear than these like tiny incremental increases in power. It's a town. Or it was. And half of it is submerged. The architecture looks nothing like what we've seen so far. It's more Sharlayan. Ah! There he is! Among the ruins! I only caught a glimpse, but there's no mistaking that tiny silhouette. Let's hurry after him. It'd be a disaster if a building collapsed while he's inside. I can see you are very concerned for his safety, Ultimat. I only saw him for a moment before he disappeared behind a building, but I'm pretty sure Galul Jah was heading further south. I'll contact Alisaie on Link Pearl and let her know to join us. You discover a new location. Oh, I thought that was a person. They came strolling on out of town. I thought that was another player. And I was like, look at this person with their techno bike. But nope. Then I saw that their name was like Defective Soldier, and I was like, that's an odd name for a player character. And then, they're shooting me.
This is the area, but the canals and the debris make it hard to get a good view. Let's split up and search. If you could head into the canals, I'll make my way through the streets. When we find Gululja, let's watch from a distance until he gets to his destination. We wouldn't want to startle him and cause an accident.
Yep. I wonder if this was also an Alexandrian city. Like an older Alexandrian city. Look at him. You have located Gululja. Follow him quietly with
Another sneaking mission.
Hey, Square. Why are you suddenly so obsessed with sneaking missions? Between Rebirth and Dawn Trail. Oh dear.
He can talk?
But also, like, why? He's a small child. We could easily run up and grab him. Like, even if he starts running, we've got much longer legs. Ain't no way he can outrun us. Unless he finds some sort of like small crevice to crawl through, then he could get away from us. But that's literally the only way he could possibly escape. Because in a straight sprint, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Yeah, I knew you were gonna turn around. Game gave us cover. Nice big cover. And he sprints. See, like, this isn't even as fast as I can run. And I'm pretty sure that's as fast as he can run. Surely he can't run faster. If I was standing here, how could he notice me? Maybe from sounds, I guess. But since we tracked him all the way to this half-destroyed house, now we could get the drop on him. What? It never makes any sense.
He's come a long way on such short legs. It's a relief he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, such short legs that could not outrun us.
What's here, I wonder?
We literally could have just ran up and grabbed him. And picked him up. What's he gonna do?
So he's looking after those little ones.
Gululja.
Not another step!
What?
Gululja's tall?
A sentry?
Run, Gulukja, run!
You know the boy. Who are you? And what do you want?
Why are you modeled after a Mamook? Are you a Mamook?
My name is Wuklamat, and I've come to talk to Gululja.
Are you actually a Mamook in armor? Sentry armor?
Is that so?
I'm sorry if I scared you. I want to get to know you better. That's all.
And you, my boy, do you wish to speak with them?
I heard them talking. She said she's going to kill my father.
Villains! I will deal with them forthwith!
But...
But?
I want to get to know her too.
I see. If that is your desire, then I shall stand aside.
Yeah, see, he looks like he's an actual person wearing armor,
All right then.
not just a bot.
Let's talk, you and I. Lots. But, who's the ancient-looking and articulate machine?
If I look ancient, it is because I am. This has been my vessel for no less than 380 years.
So, you're not a person in armor?
Vessel?
Otis is my friend. When I was hungry and sad, he came and looked after me. He cooks for me and teaches me all kinds of things. Like how to read and write and not be noticed by dangerous creatures.
This machine cooks for you?
And teaches you about fiends. What is he exactly?
Ah! How remiss of me. I had neglected to introduce myself. Sir Otis Valona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria. At your service.
You're captain of the knights?
You seem different from other machines. Yeah, what's your story?
And there I thought it was Gululja with whom you wish to speak. Not that I'm averse to taking a walk down memory lane. But ere I regale you, we must take our repast.
A meal. Here. I hate to turn down food, but I'd prefer to have this conversation in the back room.
Please, I'm really hungry.
All right, all right. A repast it is.
She's going to spoil her nephew silly. I'll send word to Erenville so the others can stop worrying.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Now, if I might prevail upon your assistance, I shall whip up my most delectable specialty.
All right. So, my new or here, actually.
So, my new friends, I would enlist your aid in procuring the ingredients for our repast. After all, the most enjoyable meals are those we make together.
We're happy to pitch in, of course. What ingredients did you have in mind?
First of all, some yam and pumpkin. The people of the outskirts should be willing to share their harvest, if you and Galuljar could go and speak to them.
Sure. I'll ask for the cast-offs too, as usual.
As for Genosia and Alice, I would be obliged if you could procure some woolback meat.
I don't recall giving you my name, but okay.
The creatures can be found grazing on the slopes outside of town. As beef is less readily available, their flesh makes for a good substitute. That of the younger ones especially, as it is more tender and less gamey.
Consider it done. We'll be back with the meat before you know it.
Thank you kindly. In the meantime, I shall see to other preparations.
Uh-huh.
Hold up, there's an aetheryte here. Let's go, Torgal. Though it still feels like I'm a bit too big to be riding on Torgal. You know? A tuning. Woo! Look at that. Gotta head quite a ways south, though. Do I need to mend anything? Apparently, yes. My warrior gear, a little bit. Alright. I don't have anything to sell. Just got some gear that I might use. Southeast, 200. That's probably up there. Not ideal, but... Woo! Oh wait, there's a path here. Should be perfect. 113 east, straight east. There it is. How many would that leave? That means just 2 more after this. $100 southwest. I mean, we are headed south. Maybe we'll get close enough on this journey of ours. Woolback. Well, apparently you're not the woolback I'm supposed to kill, so we'll leave you be. Bam, bam. Alright. what do you say? 260 southwest. Alright. That seems close enough to go for it. While I'm down here, might as well. 90 straight west. Yeah, there it is. Past the pythons. No! Oh my goodness, dude. Are you really gonna be like this? He's giving up. You probably won't, though. Last one is 448 to the south. Sorry, north, to the north. Huh. 448 to the north? How did my compass not take me there before? Feels like I must have passed right by it. You know what, I probably didn't utilize my compass to search for it when I was up there. Because we did head south through here. And so it sounds like it's like right over here. If I had searched, well, we were also kind of following Galulja, so that's probably why I didn't search for it. There it is. And there we go. That's all of the exploration ones. We just gotta do the quests, and then we'll be able to fly. Good job, Torrent. Or Torgal. Good job, Torgal. Helping me find those ether currents.
What's this? Am I to understand that you have already procured the meat?
Indeed I have.
Good heavens! You have, and such a choice cut it is besides. 'Tis plain you know how to handle yourself in battle. Were it 400 years ago, I would have recruited you to the Royal Knights.
Uh-huh. What are you doing? Put those away. Memories of a Night. Otis is pleased with the meat you have brought him.
Once Alize brings her portion, we shall have a glorious bounty to satisfy growing younglings like yourselves. Indeed, I expect there will be ample leftovers to share with the good folk of the Drift Downs. They always appreciate a warm meal. Now, seeing as you have completed your task so quickly, I have another request to make of you. We've exhausted our supplies of kindling electrope, and I should be grateful if you could search the houses yonder for more. In the Old Kingdom, electrope rations were issued to each citizen, while small fragments may still be found here and there. If you can obtain 5 pieces, say, at least one ought to be what we require, but that is, the kind that converts lightning to fire. Galul Jar can identify them by their circuitry, so pray take them to him. The boy has become quite deft at discerning electrope types, and in a very short time, I might add. Now, off you go, and happy foraging!
Uh-huh. Why do you need electrope kindling? What? You seem to already have all the wood you need for a fire, and Alige can cast fire. You know? I mean, I can too if I switch jobs, but Alige for sure, no matter what, can cast fire. Because she's a red mage. So we don't need a device to start the fire with. But come on. Processed electrope. 1 out of 5. Oh, there goes my chocobo. I'm gonna call him back. Come along, Ellie. Not the one way over there, the one right here. Like, oh, game. Back off. Oh, you... Strange. I expected it to attack me. This one does. What? I was nowhere near you. I walked past the other one and it didn't care. What is this? It's ridiculous. That's right, you better give up. I didn't go anywhere near you. See, look at how far away it was. See that? How did... Whatever. Back to the canals.
Otis says you have electrope for me?
Got 5.
Wow, you found a lot! Let's see. This one creates wind, this one is for water. You can tell just like that. I'm impressed. Clever, isn't he? I'll bet he gets it from his father.
Don't mention...
Ah, this is it! This converts to fire. It's absorbed lots of lightning, so we should be able to kindle a flame easily. Thank you, Genasia. You're welcome. Still don't know when my name was mentioned around you two, but...
Thanks for your kind assistance. We have everything we need for our repast. You have done your part, and now I shall do mine. I bid you relax, my friends. The meal will soon be served.
This is the kind of thing families do, Gulool Ja. We have meals together and talk about what's on our minds. So you ate with your father? Yes, with them and my brothers. It was mostly the head of Resolve and I doing the talking, though. Kona and the head of Reason occasionally joined in, and Zoraal Ja spoke when he was spoken to. You said that you have two papas? Does that mean one is yours and the other is my father's? No. Both are our father. He's what people call blessed siblings. A Mamool Ja with two heads. Zoraal Ja is his true-born child, while Kona and I were adopted and don't share the same blood. But that doesn't make us any less a family. What matters is that our hearts are connected. The head of Resolve taught me that. Family. Do you have someone like that too? A person you think is family, even though you don't share the same blood? That's a good question. What about you? Just passing it off to me. Uh-huh. I'm something of a lone wolf. No, I do, and they're very dear to me. I'd like to meet them one day.
I mean, I'd say I consider all of the Scions to be family. A chosen family of sorts.
So, Gulool Ja, I'm hoping that we could be a family. You and I. Won't you tell me about yourself? You really want to know about me? I do. I want to know all about you. The things you love, the things you hate, anything and everything. I want to know all about you too.
That reminds me. We were hoping to hear your story too, Otis.
As you wish, be forewarned that mine is a tale that will be long in recounting. It was before lightning had altered the world that I was appointed Lord Captain of the Royal Knights.
We're talking hundreds of years prior to the calamity, right?
Indeed. Earlier still than when I assumed this mechanical form. 454 years ago, to be precise.
Then you used to be a normal person?
Oh, yes! I was once flesh and blood like you, and I proudly served as a Knight of Alexandria.
So, rather than a machine that behaves like a person, you are an actual person? How is this possible?
'Tis only natural that you are confused. Hear my tale to the end, and all shall become clear. The foremost duty of the Royal Knights was the protection of the royal family. In my time, that was Their Majesties the King and Queen, and their only child, Her Highness the Princess. By then, every nation of our star was embroiled in some manner of conflict over Electrope. Thus was our kingdom drawn into a war with its neighbor.
You say king, queen, and princess. Names? Did they have names? Or... No?
That war was the catalyst for the great calamity that altered the environment. Countless countrymen lost their lives amidst the chaos, the king and queen among them. For a blessing, we were able to protect the princess, who then rose to the occasion and brought hope to her people in those trying times. So kind-hearted was our young queen that, at her behest, we even took in refugees from the enemy nation. But sadly, her reign was cut short. Like many others, her body had been ravaged by lightning, and one day she collapsed and passed away.
How tragic.
Aye, nary was there a citizen whose eyes remained dry, and many a moon was spent constructing a great tomb worthy of her memory. Yet I clung to hope still, for while Her Majesty was on her deathbed, the kingdom's finest scientists had successfully extracted her soul.
Did we hear that right? Extracted her soul?
Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we may live on. This age-old belief had always comforted our people, but as casualties mounted in the wake of the calamity, we sought to make it into reality through the power of Electrope. In time, we succeeded in developing the means to preserve the soul, and it was used to spare the Queen eternal death. Yet it wasn't enough to simply prevent the soul's departure, for the ultimate goal was to recreate a person as they were in life, and this required that their memories be further extracted from their soul. It took many more years of research to make this possible, by which time I had become a grey old man. With my days numbered, I did not hesitate to volunteer myself as a test subject for the procedure. So it was that I attained this vessel. And by my successful rebirth, I paved the way for those who are recreated from the memories of the departed. The Endless, they are called.
If your tale is true, then the queen that your people brought back to life is Sphene. It wouldn't be Sphene, would it?
Oh, so you know Her Majesty as well. My description of her boundless kindness must have paled in comparison to what you no doubt felt in her presence. I haven't met her myself, I confess, not since assuming my current form. Wouldn't want to frighten the living daylights out of her. Ha 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 ha.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so Sphene's either... Nah, she's gotta be an android. And if so, I called it. With the whole favorite food thing.
The Endless? So all this time Sphene wasn't alive?
She lives, yet she does not. 'Tis admittedly a difficult distinction to make. Having inherited the memories of a departed soul, an Endless feels, thinks, and acts precisely as that person would. In that sense, I believe they are alive.
The Alexandrians know about this, right? It can't have gone unnoticed that Sphene is perpetually youthful. No one really knows about the Endless. People who wear regulators don't even think about death. Everyone sees that the Queen doesn't change, but they just accept it. To them, it's just who she is.
Are there Endless apart from yourselves? Yeah, you and Sphene?
While there should be as many Endless as those who have died, I believe they are limited in where they can exist. Queen Sphene is unique in her ability to appear before you. Strictly speaking, I myself am not an Endless. They are created using memories extracted from a soul, but my entire soul was placed inside a machine.
Being inside a machine makes you different how?
While I do not understand the finer points, my life is bound to this vessel. If it breaks down, then it would be over for me. Much like a being of flesh and blood. Hardly an endless, unchanging life, I'm sure you'll agree.
An endless, unchanging life. I can't help but be reminded of the ear.
Yeah, the ear.
Did Kafkiwa and the others know about all this? Considering their extensive intelligence gathering, I'd be surprised if they didn't. For now, let's share what we've learned with Kryl and Raha. I can't help but have misgivings about this.
I also wonder if Kafkiwa is in a similar situation. Is she actually remotely piloting this little robot, or has her soul been placed inside the little robot, or in the cloud and is from there controlling the little robot? Many questions.
Nahe, is that you?
Good gods, Ellen Nespia! It's been too long, my friend. Where have you been all these years? What have you been doing with yourself? Hold on. They say Queen Sphene has guests from outside the barrier. That's you, I gather?
One of them, yeah.
It seems so. I'm looking for my mother. Do you know where she is?
Your mother? Sorry, but what was she like again?
Oh no. Yep.
What? It's Kafkiwa. You know, the one who was too adventurous by half? Who journeyed with the Dawn Servant?
It's not ringing any bells.
You can't be serious. Ours was a tiny little village. Surely you remember her.
I really don't. It's all a blank.
She definitely died. And she's in the
Is
cloud.
anyone else here from the village?
Hey!
Huh? Ellen Nespia?
I'm looking for Kafkiwa. Where is she?
What's this all of a sudden? Who's Kafkiwa?
This cannot be.
I knew it.
The memories of the departed are taken away. No.
Meshby, where are you? The others will be here soon, so hurry back, won't you? Do you hear me? Say something, would you?
Kafkiwa. At a crossroads, offering many different yellow dyes.
Although the mood became a tad subdued at the end, I thoroughly enjoyed our repast together.
We did too, Otis. To hear about the Endless was something of a shock, but we likewise enjoyed your company. Above all, I'm glad that you and I could talk, Gulool Ja. We're going to get along great. I just know it. You think so?
Ha 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 ha! I'm happy for you, my boy! Now then, I presume you will be returning to Everkeep. Permit me to accompany you at least part of the way.
About Sphene. It doesn't matter to me if she's an Endless, or whether she's alive like you and me or not. I've seen enough to know that she has a good heart. What worries me is the burden she bears. We still don't know what it is. I expect there are things she can't tell us, not with Zoraal Ja watching. But at the very least, I'd like to know what the Endless are to her. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay us. I just felt the urge to share my thoughts with you. Oh, on the way back, let's make a quick stop at the Drift Downs. I want to tell Tapu how it went. Yeah. Let her know that that things went well, and you spoke with. Is that an Ether Current quest? Way down there. Oh, it totally is, isn't it? And then there's another one up there. Dude, we're so close to max level. It's crazy. Look at that, Adamant toys. There's that defective sentry again. Making his patrol. Who is she? Now, here's a face I haven't seen around these parts before. Can I borrow a moment of your time? You see, a member of our group has been making frequent trips up the hill to the graveyard. I suspect there's a problem, but he doesn't seem willing to talk about it. Not to us, anyway. A stranger willing to lend a friendly ear, however, may convince him to open up. If it's not too much to ask, will you travel out to the name slates and speak to him? The man you're looking for is a Shitona like myself. Right. That is quite the journey.
See, I knew it. I knew it. The way Sphene was acting about food and favorite food. Oh, I just can't decide. Try some food now. I'm not hungry. I must admit, this is not the sort of place one expects to make idle conversation with strangers. Are you one of those travelers from beyond the barrier everyone's been talking about? Yep. That explains why I haven't seen you around. Let me ask you something, outsider. Have you ever visited a grave to pay respects? Yeah. How dare you give me an option to say no? You know I've been to the grave of Haurchefant, paying my respects multiple times. Honoring the dead is a common aspect of many cultures, I suppose. In that case, perhaps you could help me with something? Take a stroll around the area, and if you happen to spot any particularly grimy gravestones, I ask that you wipe them off. It's a lot of work for one man alone, so your assistance would mean a great deal to me. Ah. Is that what you're doing up here? Carrying after the gravestones. It's very kind of you. Four. There we go. All four. Those gravestones look much better now, thanks to you. Or perhaps I should say name slates. Too bad the names are all written in Alexandrian. I can't make heads or tails of them. You know about the regulators people wear these days? Whenever someone dies, every last memory of their existence is erased. As an unfortunate consequence, this graveyard has been all but abandoned. But I'm going to fix that. What else am I to do? Stand idly by and let the headstones be lost to time? No. If no one else will give a then it will have to be me. In Tural, I was taught to honor the dead, but here I am in the minority. Most seem content to forget and entrust their memories to the cloud. That's why I can't talk about it with the others. They wouldn't understand. Not like you do. Thanks again, stranger. Quest complete. Oh, I don't even have to return. Okay. Off to the next one. So it seems like we're getting close to the end of the Alexandrian area. Pretty soon we'll be taking a look at the final location here. Won't be long now. Sure have come a long ways. Yep. Stretch. Yup, yeah.
Excuse me, do you have a moment? If you're headed south, I would ask a favor. My friend went out to study the plant life and hasn't been back. He has a bad habit of getting absorbed in his work and losing track of time. Last I saw him, he was headed southeast of here. If you could just check in on him, I would sorely appreciate it. If I'm headed south.
I was headed south.
when I first came through here? Why didn't you talk to me then? I'm actually headed northeast now. Seriously, this quest right here would have been a lot better if it showed up on my first path through. On my first way through. When I was looking for Galooch. Well, I guess when you're frantically searching for a small child, I suppose it's not a great time to accept a side quest. But still. There's a big fight happening over there. Look at that. Oh, it's a fate.
Now this is a fascinating succulent. Its development is clearly abnormal. Proof, perhaps, that this species has adapted to its new environment over time.
Hello.
Hello there, stranger. What are you doing out here?
For that matter, what am I doing out here? Did I get distracted and wander out of the safe zone again? Eopia's probably worried sick about me. I have to thank her for sending him. But first, we need to hurry back to Drift Downs before some terrifying creature tries to ruin our day. Escort them. Oh boy. Come with me. I'll try not to slow you down. Come on! We must return to safety at once. Yes, so follow me. What do you mean you sense a hostile presence? Back off! Elephant. Oh dear, not good. Yeah. Stay away from them. Very good. This way. Wait, slow down, miss. Come on. Almost there. Passionate fatologist. Oh dear. Oh dear, what? We're walking down the final slope. We're safe now. Welcome back. Glad to see you're both in one piece. Forgive me, Eopia. I was so focused on the plans, I nearly wandered headfirst into danger. If you hadn't sent this kind stranger my way, there's no telling what might have happened. Now, I'd better document my findings before I forget. Thanks again, ladies. Sorry about him. He grew up in Everkeep, you see, so he's not used to seeing plants in their native habitat. And Heritage Found is rather unique in that regard. 30 years ago, when the geography changed, vast swaths of native flora died out, while the rest were forced to mutate drastically in order to survive. Worthy of studying, I'm sure. Still, he ought to know it's not safe out here. I wish he wouldn't be so careless. In any case, I'm grateful to you for keeping him safe. And seeing as he didn't think to reward you for it, I suppose I'll have to do it. I swear, he'd forget his head if it wasn't attached. Thank you for the evening, Current. Tapu! We found Galulja, had a chat. Good times, he's safe. Ah, you're returned. Were you able to find Galulja? We were, thanks to you. All's well with the boy. I'm relieved to hear that. And to know that he has family who worries for him. Galulja, too, must be glad. I hope so. I'll try not to rush or force anything, though. It's for him to decide what I am to him. My, what a pleasant surprise it is to meet you in these parts. Smile. Sveen, what are you doing here? Visiting my people. Are you doing the same, perchance? I suppose we are, yes. Listen, there's something we'd like to talk to you about. Could we have a word in private? Off to this cliff. So you know about the Endless. While we may not discuss it openly, my people will have surely noticed that I haven't changed for hundreds of years. I've made no attempt to conceal my nature. If I may ask, though, who was it that told you about the Endless? Only a few should be familiar with the concept. I am afraid I can't say. I bear no ill will towards this mystery individual. Lest that be your concern, I'm merely curious. Tell me, Sveen, you care for your people, that much is plain. And I assume you care for the Endless, too. Earlier in Everkeep, there was something that you wanted to tell us. Was it to do with them? The Endless are as dear to me as my living citizens. They are as much my family. But they can only be sustained by meeting certain exacting requirements. Thus far, we've managed to do so, but should more people die, I fear we would be pushed beyond our limit. Their preservation demands vast amounts of energy.
Yeah.
Energy? I don't understand the workings of it all, but is there something we can do to help? Then would you be willing to become Alexandrian citizens? What? I have my nation, my people to protect. I can't just become Alexandrian. Indeed, I suppose you cannot. First you tell us to make peace, then you tell us to go home. What exactly is it that you want? The same as you, of course, to protect my people.
Is there something that only Zoraal Ja can do?
That I cannot say. I do not ask that you understand or like me, but I wish... I wish we had been born on the same side of it. What? Huh? What? Hey, what do you mean by that? Wait, Sveen!
What do you mean the same side of it?
Well, I think we've kept everyone waiting long enough. Let's continue on to Everkeep. And let's not tell Otis about our conversation with Sveen. I don't want to risk causing him pain.
We are very close to level 100. Yeah, at the end of this quest, at a crossroads, we will definitely be level 100. How about that? Which means the start of next Final Fantasy stream, we could do the final melee DPS role quest. That'll be neat. Otis.
Why don't you come with us? You might get to see Sphene.
Ah, 'tis a magnanimous and much appreciated offer, but I must decline.
You might get to see Sphene, who we just saw like 2 seconds ago down that way. She ran away, but she was down there, you know, and she does tend to kind of pop up on us. So
A part of me longs for an audience with Her Majesty, it is true. Yet, though it be in my previous life, I failed to protect my queen. I couldn't bear to show my face before her. And such an uncomely one besides.
One full of scratches and whatnot. And cracks and rust.
All right. If that's how you feel, we won't force you. But rest assured, we'll visit with Kululja, and we hope you'll cook for us again.
It would be my pleasure. You are welcome to bring other comrades should you so desire. The more the merrier.
I've been looking all over for you.
oh, you're one of the twins.
Nostalgia, was it? What's the matter?
It's Zeralja. He marches to Vanguard.
So he's done waiting. But why weren't we alerted sooner?
Our transmissions are being jammed. The lookouts couldn't get through to us. Wayakwe is at Vanguard too, but I can't reach her. What are we to do?
Stay calm. Kafkiwa has yet to be alerted, yes? Take word to the back room as fast as you can.
Our link pearls may still work. I'll try contacting those in Tuliyola.
That would be good, yeah.
Otis, I need you to keep Kululja safe.
You needn't ask.
I want to go with you.
Of course you do.
Absolutely not. A battle's no place for you.
Kululja, the people of the outskirts must be evacuated. For this crucial task, I require your assistance. Remember, when battle is at hand, anything can happen. Caution is as valuable as any blade.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Give him a task.
I managed to get hold of Alphano. He'll inform Kona.
That's good.
Good. How's the situation in Tuliyola?
There's nothing to worry about, or so my brother assured me. With such short notice, though, I doubt they'll be fully prepared.
I mean, I assume they've been preparing this whole time.
They'll be ready, I'm sure of it. The vow of reason is not to be underestimated.
That's right.
I'm coming, Zeralja. And we will finish this once and for all.
Yeah. Nodders.
This is the moment of truth. We have to hold Zeralja here. And I know exactly how to do that.
Let's see. I'll take Bone White, I think. Ba 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 ba. Viper, weigh your tears, too. And I acquired Serpent's Legacy, huh? Was that a trait? Yeah, it's a trait. Allows the execution of first legacy after landing first generation, second legacy after landing second generation, third legacy after landing third generation, and fourth legacy after landing fourth generation. What? So legacy after generation. But what are these actions you speak of? So, first generation delivers an attack with a potency 480 to the first enemy and 60% less for all remaining enemies. 680 when executed after reawaken. Yeah, and then first legacy. Potency of 280 to the first enemy and 60% less for all remaining enemies. Can only be executed after successfully landing first generation. Huh. Cool. And then you've got the second generation into second legacy, third generation into third legacy, fourth into fourth. I wonder if you're actually able to pull off all of them, or if you have to decide which ones you want to do. It's be interesting to figure out how that works. Okay, well, I don't actually have time for that right now. We'll have to take care of that next time on Final Fantasy XIV. Oh boy. Looks like we might fight Zoraal next time. Oh, that one's interesting. Darklight Bill. Oh yeah, I think I was gonna throw that into my glamour chest. But man. The fight is upon us. We're level 100 now. Maxed out Viper. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I should probably work on getting Dark Knight to 100 as well. Once Warrior gets to 60, I'll probably start, you know, that as my next tank to level. Since it's already 94, it's only 6 levels away from max level, you know? Then I'll have 2 max level jobs. And I guess Sage should also be worked on. It's the next closest after all. But I definitely want to continue to work on Rogue, Ninja. Because Ninja's pretty fun. Dragoon. And Monk. And there's too many good ones. Too many good ones. I haven't touched Pictomancer at all yet, but we can hold off on that. Still need to get Black Mage to 60, Blue Mage to 60, Machinist and Bard to 60. I want to get everything to 60. Yeah. And from there, I'll probably start focusing on, like, maybe leveling all my tanks up. Like, once I get everything to 60, I'll probably start focusing Paladin and Warrior to 70 to match up with Gunbreaker. Right? Because I'm just thinking about, like, the main reason I'm leveling everything, you know, up in these tiers is because there's only so much space for gear. Like, Yeah, my necklace slot is full here. I mean, I could probably get rid of some. Well, that one's for these, but I've got some level 50 necklaces, 51s and stuff. But I do have, you know, Bard's level 50, Machinist is 55, Warrior's 55, Black Mage is 50, Blue Mage is 58. So once I get them to 60, I can get rid of all my level 50 gear. Earrings I don't really have to worry about, but yeah, you know, I've only got so much space, you know? And so I want to try and get things to where, okay, I've got level 60 tank gear, which can be used for all of the tanks, or, you know, whatever, or I guess more accurately, physical range DPS. If I get everything to 60, I can just have one set of physical range DPS gear for level 60. And then once they get to 70, I can just get rid of all that level 60 gear, bump them up to level 70. You know? Clear out some space. And then kind of the same for magical range DPS. Aside from Pictomancer, but they've got their own little set of gear somewhere in here. Yeah. Painter's Attire. That's the full set. Don't have to worry about them for a while. So, get all of this to level 60, and then I can just use the same set of gear for all of them. Throw out the rest. Get these. Actually, these are all 60 plus, so yeah. I'm already pretty much set for that. I mean, this one's kind of split. I think Monk and Samurai have one thing, and then like Reaper and Dragoon have another, and Ninja and it's like all split up weirdly. So it does need multiple sets, but that's fine. As long as you've got multiple jobs that set can be used for. And these are all 60 plus, so I can use just one set of healer gear and throw out all the rest. So yeah. That's the plans. But anyways, next stream will be Monday, and here's the plan. Because I still haven't beaten gosh darn Radahn in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. I think for my plan going forward, I will make, we'll say 5 attempts. 5 attempts to fight him. After which, I'm going to switch into Dark Souls 3 Cinders mod. Because I've been having a bit of a Dark Souls itch to go play that again. So I think that'll be like the main thing for my Monday streams, is Dark Souls 3 Cinders. With, you know, a couple of attempts at Radahn to start. See what we can do there. And maybe one day I'll actually beat Radahn. It's a real tough fight, that one. But anyways, Wednesday. I know last Wednesday I didn't stream, but I wanted to, but some things came up. So this Wednesday, Sea of Stars. Hopefully nothing comes up again. It shouldn't, but Wednesday, Sea of Stars. Then next Saturday, sounds like we're gonna fight Zoraal Ja. Give him what for. But regardless, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.